What is your master going to say? You know, you've been doing it all your life. You lose one sheep, he won't say anything to you. He said to him that that's true. And he said, Abdullah bin Umar said, your master will never find out that we ate it. He said, that's true. My master will never find out if we ate it. My master won't even say anything to me if I eat the sheep and if I cut the sheep and eat it. But fa'ayn Allah. He said, how about Allah? Isn't Allah watching me? Fa'ayn Allah. Allah kahan chale gaye? For that one moment that I will cut the sheep and eat it, will Allah go to sleep? For that one moment that I will lie to my master, will Allah go to sleep? فَأَيْنَ اللَّهِ. His Arabic word aina means where, right? فَأَيْنَ اللَّهِ. Where is Allah gone then? For that one moment, would he become ignorant and he won't know what I'm doing? Abdullah bin Umar started crying. And he kept on repeating the same words over and over again. فَأَيْنَ اللَّهِ. Where will Allah go? This was the awareness that even the lowest people of that society had of Allah. The people that had absolutely no education, even they possessed this high quality in their hearts. High. That they had the awareness of Allah. The biggest vice in the ummah today, my friends, is that you and I have forgotten that Allah is watching me. We have forgotten the fact that Allah is watching me. And because we don't possess this quality, we have lowered ourselves in the eyes of Allah. And unfortunately, we are walking on that path that will take us to a place where not even animals will go, which is the fire of Jahannam. You know, when a person watches you, it's very natural. I come to madrasa, everyone knows Mufti Sahab is there. Students become kya hota hai? They become different. Teachers here, Mufti Sahab is here. And automatically kids become different. Put your topi on. One is like, yeah, I've got to put my topi back properly. One is like, I got to put my phone back in my pocket. Huh? Someone's like, I got to stop FaceTiming, and he puts his phone away. Okay? Everyone does something differently because now they know someone has come in to watch them. But imagine this. أَتَخْشَى النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ وَحَقُّ أَن تَخْشَى. Do we actually have more respect for fellow human beings over Allah? Allah says you should have more awareness of me. So my friends, the only thing I would like to address today is that this quality we have to develop. Otherwise, we are absolutely no good anyways. The moment we die, pehle maan thi, pehle kehte the ammi aagi, ammi aagi, ammi aagi. Just the moment her soul left her body, what do we say? Mayat aage. What do you say? Mayat, lash, mayat. Where did ammi go? Where did the word ma go? Now it becomes, you know, the dead person is here. Mayyat, mayyat, mayyat. We say the word mayyat. Janaza is here. Mayyat masjid mein aagi. Mayyat is in the qabristan. Ma jalegi. The moment we die, I could be the best friend or she could be my wife. But we cannot tolerate her being in my house for more than a day. She will start smelling up the whole house. Could you please take her out and put her in the freezer? And then put her in the grave. What respect do we have as human beings? We have absolutely no value. Absolutely nothing. We are dirty people. Things that come out of us is dirty. We have to hide our filth. We have to go to the washroom to hide our filth. We have to hide things about ourselves. We are not the smartest makhluk of Allah. Do not ever think we are the most talented makhluk of Allah. We are nothing compared to everything else. But Allah has still given us respect because Allah loves us and He also wants to be loved. And He deserves to be loved. He deserves to be loved because Allah gave us everything. So we have to understand our value. We have to develop qualities. We have to change our lives. Because if that day comes before we change our life, that Allah takes our soul and we still have not developed the awareness of Allah, then on the day of judgment, Allah won't have mercy on anybody. Allah will exhaust all of His mercy and use all of His mercy for us in this world. Gunah kar, maaf kar dunga. Gunah kar, maaf kar dunga. Bar bar maaf kar dunga. If you do not ask for forgiveness before you die, then no one will have mercy on you and no one will have mercy on us. So my friends, we have to understand this one basic fundamental of our life. Don't think because one girl likes us, we are very good people. Or don't ever think because I'm doing good in school, I'm a little different than everybody else. Or because somebody likes me, I'm actually something. No, man, we're nothing. We have absolutely nothing. Even if I become the biggest doctor and I earn the most money, the time that it takes for it all to go, you won't even know about it. It will go so fast, you will say, what happened? You won't even know what happened. एक second में जाता है. And it takes a lot of effort to come, but for it to go, it takes no effort. It takes absolutely no effort. Our targets and our goals and our ambitions in our life is not that I become the richest person, or I become the person, or I become that youngster that everybody likes or everyone talks about. My goal in my life is I become that person who Allah is proud of. I become that person who brings mercy in my family. All of you guys sitting here, unfortunately or fortunately, we can think of it as a blessing, or we can take it as a vice. You have one thing that many other people don't have. I don't have it. I don't have what you have. You know what that is? You know what that is? You have what my father had, or you had what some other students in our madrasa had. You have this one opportunity to actually change the life of your whole generation. Change the tide of the whole generation. Right now, you think about it and you just stop for 1 second. In my family, how many guys are hafiz? In my family, how many guys are alim? In my family, how many women do hijab? In my family, how many people pray salat? In my family, how many people have a beard? Think about it. And you know what the answer is going to come? Very few. And maybe none. So then, you are lucky. You are so fortunate that maybe Allah will use you. Because wallahi, believe you and me, I have seen friends of mine. You guys know Maul Maqsood. Maqsood, he came here. He was from a family just like this. You walk into his house, all the time Indian music playing. You walk out of his house, brothers and sisters chilling. Yani sab kuch. But one kid, man, when he came to madrasa, he was 12 years old. And when he left, he was 25 years old. He changed the tide of his whole generation, man. And it's not like he did something like drastic, like he became a big Sufi sahib. No, all he did was he just stayed on the track, became hafiz, alim, grew a beard, wore sunnah. Now his whole generation, boom. Now uske sare bache hafiz alim banenge. His sisters, all of her kids are going to become hafiz alim. His brother's kids will all become like him. If not like him, they will actually appreciate him. They'll try to become like him. One person, and then the whole generation goes downwards. Could you imagine? You and I, our forefathers were not Muslims. They were not Musliman nahi the. You know that, right? Our forefathers were not Muslims. Our forefathers were actually either Hindu, or actually idol worshippers, or actually people that worshipped sun or the moon. And a lot of our forefathers came from Persia. And those guys used to worship the sun. Could you imagine? Maybe 500 years ago, 600 years ago, some guy with 2 eyes and 2 hands and 2 feet, a normal guy, perhaps came to my great-great-great-grandfather and gave him dawah towards Islam. And that lucky man became Muslim. And because he became Muslim, our whole generation became Muslim. Imagine how lucky that guy is. You know what? On the Day of Judgment, I would want to meet that guy. And I would want to thank the guy personally. You and I are from these families who people came to our forefathers and changed their lives and they became Muslims. So brothers, we have the opportunity to mold the life of our generations, man. The person who does it gets the most reward. And if we don't do it, maybe Allah won't give this opportunity to anyone in our family. And the greatest blessing you have in your families, all of you sitting here, is Wallahi al-Azim. I know all of your parents and all of your families. It doesn't matter how far they are from deen. They don't pray salat, they don't wear hijab, they listen to music. But you know what? They have so much love for deen. They have so much love for deen. I mean, they have an enormous amount of love for deen. When they see you pray, they become happy. When they see you do good, they become happy. है ना? यानी दीन की भी मोहब्बत है. Because of that, it's easier for you to become better. And that is why we have to change our lives now. Abi, right now. Like I was telling Bilal before, I said we live with youngsters who became so close, did a lot of good things, became very close to Deen, but they did not take advantage of the opportunity. So you know what happened? Allah didn't like that. Allah threw them back. And today, those same youngsters who actually once upon a time, they came from the scum and they became so good that I used to look up to them like, whoa, look at this guy. Look what he's doing. And now he has gone so far back that you don't even know if he's Muslim or not. Because they never took advantage of their opportunities. They took things for granted. Allah does not want you and I to do. He doesn't want us to do so much that we have to change everything. But at least start developing qualities. Because we are nothing without qualities. We have no value. We have no value in the eyes of Allah. There's no $1 million price tag. You know when you go to the store, Calvin Klein, $30, $20. I just went to the store and bought this nice beautiful jacket. So these have these value. You know what our value is in the eyes of Allah? Zero. Kuch bhi nahi hai yaar. We're not worth anything. Our iman is worth everything. Our qualities are worth everything. If I am a human being that does not have iman, that does not have the awareness of Allah, that does not have qualities, if I'm a woman or if I'm a sister who does not have these things, Wallahi al-azim, Allah has more respect for animals than us. The Prophet says in the hadith, إِنَّ الطَّيْرَ فِي حُجْرِهَا لِيُصِيبُ بِالذَّنْبِ الَّذِي أَذْنَبَهَا عَبْدًا. That even a small innocent bird who never could think about doing a sin, an innocent bird and its nest, even this innocent bird makes badwa for human beings that do sins because it gets affected by the sins of these human beings. He says, man, what are you doing? I can't even eat today. Allah didn't send rain down today because of your sins. So we have no value in the eyes of Allah unless we develop qualities. To develop qualities, we must leave. Guys, listen to this very carefully. This is a very important thing. First of all of us agree that what I said is right. You all agree upon that? Huh? Yes or no? Say yes or no. Yes. Do we have to do these things? Yes or no? Yes. How can we do it now? This is the basic fundamental of Allah from day one. We must leave things. Leave. You know what leave means? We must sacrifice our desires. My desire tells me to do this. I must leave it and then do something for Allah. If we want, it's like in Arabic they say, ये बहुत बड़ा क्या कहते हैं उसको, कौन सा animal जो दूध भी देता है, बकरा, बकरी क्या कहते हैं उसको, बकरी. You know, look at this बकरी or this animal. They say, I want to eat the meat of this animal और उसका दूध भी चाहिए. उसको कहें या दूध तो पिए या दूध पिए या गोश्त खा, दोनों नहीं मिलेंगे, right? Because if you cut it, you get the meat. If you don't cut it, you get the milk. You can't get both. What we want is we want to chill and do all the haram and all the sins, and we want to do this too. You have to leave things for Allah. Allah is very appreciative. If you leave one small thing, Allah gives you so much enjoyment in your heart. So we never tried it, man. We left it for a little while, but our heads and our hearts were always hooked onto it. Gotta leave it. Man taraka shay'an lillah, awadahu Allahu khayran min. That individual who leaves something for Allah, Allah gives him much better than that. Much better than that in this world and hereafter. So yeah, inshallah, we have to leave things. We have to sacrifice our desires. Yeah, these things of this world, they give you few moments of pleasure and then boom, that's it. You get the brand new cell phone like Masha Kashabai got. You know, this huge freaking 60-inch TV, okay, that he has in his pocket. He has like a Note 3 or 4, right? Huge phone this big, right? You get that, I just ask him. After 1-2 months, everyone else says, wow, good phone, but he's bored of it. Huh? Baki sare kehte hain ki yaar bada zabardast phone hai. But you're bored of it. That's how the world is. You yourself get bored of it. What's that beautiful car, man? Like, yeah, it's a good car. I'm bored of it. Already I'm bored of it because the world, the things of this dunya, the pleasure of these things are so temporary. You can buy the best house. You know, I was in the Crystal Mountain Resort, like in the Memorial Day weekend or something, like recent.